Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pro Wrestling World Talks with Dan and Mac.
Well, the turkeys, I guess you could say, are being depulucked and being prepared. Welcome to Thanksgiving 2025, everybody. We've made it. Another fall is upon us. Another fall holiday that will be finishing up on Friday or Sunday, depending on what some of you may be doing. Friday, you might be doing the regular Black Friday traditions and going to stores, which at this point, why? Considering the fact that they start Black Friday almost, I feel like, weeks in advance, because now it's about online shopping. And it's about Walmart Plus and Amazon Prime, all those deals that are happening. And actually today, I was able to find a deal on Walmart for a new Halloween blow-up that was on clearance. A 5-foot Halloween blow-up for $15, including shipping. Not too shabby. Considering most of those go for like $30 to $35. And of course, talking to some friends about it, they said, why don't you just have the Halloween blow-up out there with your Grinch or whoever you're going to have out there this year? And I said, I might do that. I just might be the best of both worlds. Hello, everybody, and hope you are all getting prepared to celebrate the Thanksgiving Day weekend. I am your host of PWW Talks, Dan, and I am joined by my best friend of over 20 years and the co-host of this program, Mac. Thanks again for coming on to the program this week to talk about the Survivor Series.
Well, could also talk a little bit about, what was it, Top Gear, All Elite Gear, whatever the hell it was.
Gear.
Something Gear. We completely forgot about that last week with Grim on, which, great show that was, by the way.
Great show. That was fantastic. He was every good as I knew he would be on the show. And Grim, you are absolutely welcome anytime back on this program. To rant, to review pay-per-views, whatever you want to do. We'll have you back on this program down the line at some point. Speaking of which, I did get a ringside order in this week, which I'll probably show a piece of that at some point later on, or either next week when we review the shows. Probably it'll work better next week if I do review the shows, considering the fact that that'll probably be up on the PWW Facebook page. We usually try to put reviews on the PWW page, so that way we're on covering all fronts, so to speak. Your New England Patriots are now 9-2.
10-2.
Or are they 10-2? Excuse me.
10-2. First team to 10 in the league.
First team to 10 in the NFL, in the Kansas City Chiefs. Hooray! Did us a huge favor by beating the Indianapolis Colts this past Sunday, which it is, I do feel dirty now. Because now
I know.
We have to root for the Chiefs to beat the Broncos down the line, so that way we are assured to have the number one seed. That way they have to come to us in the playoffs, because going to Denver, historically for the Patriots, has not gone very well in the playoffs.
Yeah, I need the Colts to lose at least one more game, and I definitely need the Broncos to lose as well, for sure. Yep, absolutely.
And the scary
I need the Patriots to keep winning. That's what I need as well.
We need the Patriots to keep winning. We also need Houston to calm the fuck down and not maybe be as good of a defense as they are. Buffalo.
Because I'm not booked.
Bills fans, I am sorry to be the one to break this to you, but I am sure other people have. You are most likely going to see the Patriots win a 7th Super Bowl before you guys win one. It is a sad state of affairs.
Homer Simpson checking in, by the way.
You missed the boat. You missed it. Like
I don't want to say they missed the boat. See, yeah, I don't want to say that, but like, I don't know what it's gonna take for them sometimes to just pull their heads out of their sphincters. Like, just being honest.
We're trying to go PG on this program.
That's why I said sphincter and not the other word, actually.
We're trying to be better for our mom's sake. Yeah. We are. We're trying to be better. I almost had a heart attack a few weeks ago when my brother showed me a picture of mom and dad watching the show. I was like, I don't need the Irish kilt. I don't need that. No.
Why would he do that? Why would he
apparently, because it was when I commented on setting up like the iPad and the iPhone for my parents. And I'm just like, I don't want them to be publicly humiliated if they felt like I was publicly humiliating, which I wasn't. I was just talking about how sometimes that could be a little challenging. It wasn't a knock on anybody, I swear. It's funny, we're talking about family, yet all of us are probably dreading, at least some of us, they might be dreading having to go deal with other family members tomorrow because of the fact that politically they might not agree with them. We all need to remember. Going into this holiday.
Can we just leave that out of everything?
Just leave it out.
Just don't leave it at home. Leave it at home. Leave it in the other room. Leave it on Fox or CNN or whatever you watch. Like, just let it be a day for family and football.
Exactly.
And in this case, for wrestling as well, by the way.
As well, because, good segue, because I was just about to mention that if you want to, instead of the football games tomorrow, because yes, you're going to get the Lions. Lions are pretty good. The Cowboys are also... The Cowboys are also...
They beat the defending Super Bowl champions.
They did, but they're still the Cowboys.
That is very true.
Who ran?
Who ran to that?
It's just... but they now have, including this week, I just saw that they had uploaded it. The 1991 Survivor Series is now on YouTube. The 1989 Survivor Series is on YouTube. The 1990 Survivor Series is on YouTube. And the 1987 Survivor Series is on YouTube, which brings my next...
Oh, Dan is lagging. Dan is lagging very badly. I don't know what's happening, but all I see is you circling, so I'm going to give you a second here. But yes, WWE Vault on YouTube definitely has a lot of different shows. Obviously, Survivor Series has definitely been on YouTube quite a lot, obviously. It's been on Thanksgiving Day.
Right up there with
you lagged
the best
pretty hard.
pay-per-views company. What?
You just lagged really hard.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't get it, too, because it's like I'm hardwired in, so it's just annoying.
It could have been me, but you were circling the rounds for.
Could have been the software too. Who knows? Because we are trying out new tech.
We are trying something new, yes. And you know what? Speaking of trying something new, what the hell? What's up? Why not? Right?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It's brilliant. It's just I love it now because now. But again, you have to. I'm still the public face, and you just have to be the man behind the mask.
The handle is Mac behind a mask, so I might as well wear a mask, right? Like
that does work. I mean, it is a good. I'm glad that you're finally showing at least something instead of just like a meme. Even though that works, I mean, it did work.
It did,
but at the same time, it's like we want to evolve on this program.
That's the whole
happy.
thing.
Yes, it's evolution. Like I'm
evolution is a mystery. I sound like Triple H.
Of course. I mean, why not? I mean, you guys are going to watch Survivor Series this weekend, right? Of course we are. Are you guys excited? No.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about that, but I figure, you know what? Let's start with Full Gear here.
Considering your Full Gear, we'll talk about Full Gear.
Yes, exactly. So this was this past week, as I mentioned before. We didn't really talk too much about it since we had Grim on. I'm not going to do full review here. I'm just going to kind of rattle off the results of the card, obviously. So let's see. Again, 4 pre-show matches.
Jesus Christ. And the show, I mean, the main event didn't trot out until like 12:05, 12:30 from what I understand.
Man.
Yeah.
Really?
I did watch clips of this. I did not see the show. I was in bed by 9 o'clock. I was in bed by 9 o'clock, I think, on Saturday. So call me old. Fine.
I think I was too.
Yeah.
I was very close to about 9, maybe 10 o'clock. I woke up a little bit around 11. Which was the AAA show also Saturday, I think?
I believe it was, yes.
Okay.
I think as we were getting updates from Bura.
Well, we got like 1 or 2, and then
yes,
I stopped paying attention. And then I woke up around 11 for maybe an hour or two, and then I went back to sleep. So yeah, we'll just jump right in. Like I said, I'm just gonna rattle them off. Apparently, there is a team in AEW called Bang Bang Bang, which is Austin Gunn, Juice Robinson with Ace Austin and Max Caster. I'm sorry, defeated Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Big Bill, Brian Keith, and the Outrunners. Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd with Dalton Castle. This was a $200,000 4-way tag team match, which I guess I butchered that match, and I apologize. This was, the winner would receive $200,000 in prize cash. No shit. That was 7 minutes and 30 seconds. The next match was, I'm sorry, these are all tag matches, basically. The entire pre-show is tag. So the next pre-show match is Boom and Doom, which is Big Boom, AJ, QT Marshall with Aaron Solo.
Guys.
Sure. Big Justice and the Rizzler defeating RPG Vice, which is Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, and they were with Don Callis at ringside. That was a 12-minute match. This next one is probably going to piss you off, Dan, specifically. Mm-hmm. Might piss everybody else off, too, not for nothing. Eddie Kingston and Hook defeat the Workhorsemen, Anthony Henry and JD Drake, in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Why is it even on the card?
I mean, it's a minute and 50 seconds of my life I will never get back. So, I mean,
oh my God.
Just throwing that out there. The next match, El Sky Team, which is Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Neon, who are the champions, the trio champions, or CMML trio champions, excuse me. They were joined with Alex Abrantes, defeated the Don Callis family, which was Okada, Takashita, and Hichiro. That's a weird spelling. Which, the only thing I saw of this match was Okada giving the Rainmaker to Takashita and then flipping him off. Which I thought was hilarious, by the way, when I saw that clip. That was 13 minutes and 45 seconds. That's your pre-show. That's your pre-show.
You got Okada on your pre-show.
Yeah. With Takashita, no less.
Yeah, the IWGP champion.
Exactly. Exactly. Like just
won a pound for. I think he was in the top 10 for. He was in the top 10 on the 500. He's on the pre-show.
Yep.
And Okada, who's also got like 3 belts, and he's on your pre-show.
I mean, I can't count the number of belts this guy has anymore because it's like, aren't they conjoined? But if he loses, he only loses 1. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Like, even why. My number one thing is, like, why are these guys in the pre-show? Why?
That's the problem.
Like,
they shouldn't be.
No. I guess we can get to the main show, but like that, that boggles my mind.
All right, so again, to piss you off specifically, apparently, do you know what the opener was?
What?
Pac defeating Darby Allin. The guy that you've had in a main event feud, no less, with Jon Moxley for the past several months, is in your opener? What?
Against a guy who's been barely booked. And I'm assuming
he was injured, I believe, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he was injured, but also at the same time, this is the same guy that every time he's supposed to do a job, he somehow has visa issues.
Well, I mean, there are several that have that issue, but you're not wrong.
He's the top. Like, Darby Allin should be your top babyface. He should be. He just climbed Mount Everest, for Christ's sake, and staked your flag in the middle of it. But you put him on the opener and you have him job out to Pac? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. That's the thing. The next match we're going right back to tag team matches here, just because again, let's piss people off. The Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa defeat Babes of Wrath. That is legitimately what it says on Wikipedia. Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. The Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue. And Megan Bain and Marina Shafir. In a winning team chooses a stipulation for their semi-final match in the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Tournament.
For the semi-final?
For the semi-final match. That's what it says in Wiki.
So you had a multi-team tag match, not for the title on a pay-per-view.
Or for the finals, for that matter.
Not for the finals.
Neither.
A semi-final stipulation match.
Yep. That's it. Listen, I don't book this shit. That's all I can say. I don't book this. The next match, another tag team match, for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, FTR defeats Brodito to become, again, your AEW World Tag Team Champions.
I mean,
I'm okay with it, but like,
I'm okay with it. I love the shit out of Brodito.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Bandito too can make a case to be the best wrestler in the world, like probably the best. Like Bandito is in that argument in that small discussion group.
Top 10, top 15, something like that.
Brody King too has really grown on me as a performer and as a human being. Number one too. I do like some of his stances on stuff. But I really can't. This is one of those ones I'm like, it's like a coin flip. It's like, all right, heads or tails, wherever it goes, I'm fine with it.
I don't know. I
like FTR.
I mean, listen, it's nothing against FTR. I don't hate FTR. I wouldn't say I love them either, but I enjoy them, right? Like they're a very great team.
Yes, I like FTR.
Correct. Right. And I think this could have gone either way. I hope it builds towards something. That's all I can really say. You know, it's just otherwise I wouldn't have taken the belt off of
It probably won't.
That's kind of my argument. But you know what's definitely not going to lead to something? Was the 12-man Casino Gauntlet match for the inaugural AEW National Championship, which was won by the winner pinning Kevin Knight, and that was Ricochet.
Oh, for the love of God.
So just to clarify why I'm saying this the way I am, hold on. The other participants, I'm just going to read the entire list, even including the two that I just mentioned. I don't know the order. I will make that argument first. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Claudio, Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Kevin Knight, Roderick Strong, Mark Davis, Speedball Mike Bailey, Daddy Magic Matt Menard, and Ricochet. All of those participants were in this match, and there are a good list of people I would have rather put this on than Ricochet.
Yeah, it's like this is Draymond Green on the Warriors.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
Player. It's like really is. It's like Ricochet, even in the own company, he's Draymond Green as far as what he is a performer.
That's
because. But it's true.
No, it's absolutely true. You're not wrong.
He is a fantastic in-ring performer. I can't deny that. He can do some incredible things. He's an incredible athlete.
Your fame is based on your wife. I said what I said.
But you're just a putz. Your whole existence, you're just a putz. You play yourself on social media, how you play yourself on camera, and how you lucked out. You're married at 12.
So I saw a social media post. I don't know if he actually posted this or not, or if it was like AI spoofing or whatever, but it was something to the effect of him holding that championship and saying AEW believes in me, WWE didn't, or something to that effect. And I was like, you're a lower mid card champion right now with a new title that was just made. You were Intercontinental title and U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion, excuse me, in WWE. It's almost, if not a better champion than you are right now. If not, it's equivalent. And that was my whole issue.
You got a title that means nothing because there's 600 titles also in the same company. They created a title just to appease you.
That's what I felt, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I think, because he's so talent heavy, because he has so many people that's probably chirping at him, he probably just pulls these belts out of his ass just so that way they have this little trophy they get to carry around that makes them feel good every week when they're not looking at their paycheck every 2 weeks and not being fulfilled enough for that.
But you're not booking them either. How often can you book any of these champions? That's the issue, right? So he has just on AEW's main shows, right, which in air quotes here, he's got what, like 10 champions? Something like that? He's got a trios, he's got tag, he's got world. Okada's got like 2, maybe 3, maybe 1 titles, like nobody even knows. Now he's got this. He's got the women's championships. Now he's adding a women's tag championship to the mix. It's too much, and you can't book them. And I read this week, too, by the way, just a quick segue, that he is now no longer pursuing the Shockwave copyright. So that means whatever deal he was supposed to have with Fox is not happening. So what does that kind of tell you to me? It tells me that you're not that successful. Just saying.
They're in a midst also of a media rights deal with a company that is probably going to be absorbed sooner rather than later. Whether it's Netflix, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Saudi Arabia, we don't know. We don't know who is going to take over that entity. And the questions that they need to realize and try to figure out is that if they are being sold to a media company that has WWE should probably have first rights, and to say, you're done because we have exclusivity.
Right.
You're done. Which means that $155 million that's been reported is now nothing. And maybe you can get picked up by Amazon. Maybe you can get picked up by somebody else that does not have anything to do with WWE. But the problem is that Tony needs to realize, and I don't think he has fully, is that the media landscape is shrinking. It's not growing. It's not like he can put AEW on YouTube and expect that this is going to catch fire. And yeah, will his numbers go up if he went on YouTube? Maybe they would. But also at the same time, this is all happening when the new Nielsen ratings have begun, which is really starting to hamper on the 18 to 49 demographic. And the audience that was there 2 or 3 years ago has now shrunk significantly, whether it's the new data system or whether it's because a lot of the younger demographics are realizing and getting bored out because it's not as hot as it was 2 or 3 years ago. And that's not just AEW, that's across the board. WWE dealing with the same data problems right now as well, where, there's reports every week, and I don't know how they really are, is Netflix I don't think Netflix is disappointed. I don't think that ESPN is disappointed, because what people need to realize is that they don't care in the end how many people are watching, because the only thing that matters to them is that people pay the monthly subscription every month. That's all that matters. They just need content to fill the void.
Well,
because when
that
you're
and
on
ad revenue.
that, yeah, of course the ad revenue too, but which I don't think really. I mean, that really doesn't.
It's a drop in a bucket, though.
They're
right?
paying the spot. They're paying the spot. They're paying for the spots regardless.
That's true.
Whether it's on, it's they're paying for that, and that's why they do their own self promotion with these companies of just with ad time on the ring, and which there's all this stuff that Vince was against, and I'm sure he was. I'm sure he didn't like the concept of it becoming like NASCAR and things of that nature. But when you have shareholders to appease, this is what you're doing. And Tony doesn't do that. Tony has his own promotional stuff. This whole thing was brought to you by DC Comics, which
the irony of that was not lost on me, by the way.
Isn't it?
That's actually so the picture that I have for the logo next to us literally has presented by DC, and I grabbed that one on purpose because I could not stop laughing at it. Second rate meets second rate.
It's like literally the not your top choice times two. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Second rate meets second rate. Like, and I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth.
Baseball times two. Yeah. It's like what this is. It's like the 90s when we had those baseball and football games that had NFL and then but they didn't have the NFLPA license. So it's like you had all the NFL teams, but all the names were made up. So it was like it's almost kind of what you feel like. It's like, well, it's not Madden, so shit.
Well, to that point, it's funny you mentioned that because the thing I was thinking of when you said that was, and New England coach. It's just, it always cracked me up.
It is one of those things though when you're doing a pay-per-view. It's like I mean, yeah, the DC logo, it's cool and all, but it doesn't have the same pizzazz as it did 15, 20 years ago. It's like you're looking at it now, you're like, ah.
Even 15, 20 years ago, it's just, when did the Marvel movie started? What, like 07, 08?
07, 08, yeah, around there.
Yeah, so I mean, even 15 years ago.
I mean, it was still pretty, I mean, they had The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight came out.
But that was it. Yeah, but that was it. It's like the Man of Steel movies. Yeah, but they came after, and I don't think they hit as well as people expected them or wanted them to hit. I would say the Nolan franchise was better, which I don't think is a lie.
First two.
Even the third one, but the third one took definitely a step in a direction that it shouldn't have gone in. I understand they wanted to end it in a trilogy, but, whatever. But we'll sit here all nerding out about this forever. There are a couple more matches to go through on this AEW card. So after the Ricochet match was Kyle O'Reilly defeating Jon Moxley in a no-holds-barred match.
I mean, it does continue the storyline from...
but why?
So it wasn't a fluke coming out of the Blood and Guts match. Look, who cares? The
next match is a no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship. Mark Briscoe defeats Kyle Fletcher in 25 minutes, and if Briscoe lost, he would have been forced to join the Don Callis family.
Oh, God.
Okay.
But thank God Mark Briscoe won, so he doesn't have to do that.
I mean, I think the Don Callis family is whatever. I don't care about either of these guys at this point. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Kyle Fletcher is just one of those guys. I'm just like, yeah, you look like everybody else in that roster. Like, there's nothing distinguishing about you. It's like where I look. It's
Mark
like you look.
Briscoe to
like
me is a hardcore wrestler. That's how I view him at this point.
He's better than that.
He is, but it's like
Better than that. He's a former Ring of Honor world champion.
I understand that, but again, it's like that is how I view him. Number one, and number two, it's like even if I didn't, I just feel like you are overbooking him at this point. You have so much other talent that you need to book, especially in the women's division, and it's like you're not doing that, but you're giving us Mark Briscoe pretty much every week. That's my only gripe.
No, I get it. And that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. All right. This was a $1 million trios match where the winners receive $1 million. So apparently, $250,000 in the pre-show wasn't enough. We need to give people $1 million. Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks defeated Kenny Omega, Jungle Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus. And apparently they hugged it out with Kenny at the end of the match. Which
yes, apparently the Young Bucks grew a conscience. And
even though they won the match.
Yes, they won the match, and then at the end of it, it's just like, you know what? We're gonna go with Kenny anyways. It's like,
then why didn't you?
Why'd you win?
Yeah, just it didn't make any sense.
It's just, and then it's like, so you don't have the money, like, because you left the money behind, but you're broke, guys. So it's like, is Kenny gonna lend you his cash?
This is literally sad Corbin. This is sad Corbin.
Don't get it.
It's sad Corbin.
Don't get it. Like, because trust me, it's like anytime Kenny and the Bucks are back, I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, I'm cool with it.
Dan, it's sad Corbin. That's exactly what this is. And it's like, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't like it when it was Corbin. I don't like it when it's the Young Bucks, especially if they're supposed to be heel, which doesn't make any sense either.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. The Bucks are talented. I mean...
Okay. Moving on. Because you're not wrong either, by the way. Chris Statlander retains against Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship.
This was surprising to me. This was actually surprising to me, just because the fact of
belts, man. She just doesn't.
Well, no, it's just that when I saw Tony lose to Chris, I was like, all right, this is how they're going to get the belt out.
You're not wrong.
Transfer.
I mean,
that's eventually still could happen. I got to give her credit at least to Mercedes and not just taking the strap immediately.
Okay.
Like, I
otherwise, no.
Like, shut up.
So, I'm going to be fully transparent with you about this. Just very quickly, right? I only have... I have so many gripes about Mercedes Moné, but I only have one to talk about today. I loathe the fact that she changed her, I think it was Twitter X, or maybe it was even Instagram, maybe it was both, I don't know, to Ultimo Moné. That irritated the ever-living shit out of me. I was like, really? Really? That's necessary?
It's been 30 years. Like, that was.
How dare you?
It's been 30 years.
How dare you?
I'm not. Hey, look, it's like, who all the fucking else has done it besides Ultimo? Well, I mean, Kenny did it. Kenny did it. It was pretty. What Kenny did, I feel like, was a little bit more.
That was his own thing. That was his
it was his own thing, but also it was ridiculous because it's like, okay, he's the champion of two of like the second and third promotion in the United States, and he's also the AAA world champion. So he's like the second. Like, it was a ridiculous statistic, and also just the fact of that, like, the entire 2021, like, he was without question the best wrestler in the world, which Dragon could say so during that time of 95, 96, 97. Right. But, and you can argue Mercedes is also in that same category. You can argue. I'm not here to say that she, in my opinion, that she is in that category. Do I think that there are other wrestlers in the industry for women that could do what Mercedes is doing and is better at that position? Absolutely. I I feel like it's almost being set up for that person that could do it to go to AEW and maybe be the one to take all those belts from her.
I mean, I hope that's a plan that they've started to explore, whether it be with AEW or some of these indie promotions, or maybe it's something where she puts literally everything on the line and they start giving some of these titles back to these promotions, because let's be real, at this point it's kind of holding them hostage. And I hate to say that, but I've already said it a couple weeks ago. So that's part of the issue that I have with the entire situation, because
Grimace said the same thing too. And it's like everybody I've talked to has said, and I know somebody here, and I've said it on this program, and I need to say it again because it is the truth. I have a very well-known source that worked and was training under a promotion here that runs out of the Worcester area. If you know the Worcester area and you Google it, you could probably figure it out, but I'm not going to say their name because, I still want to try to keep people's anonymity out there, at least for sources.
That's why I'm wearing a fucking mask. I get it.
But from what I understand, that her asking price was, it's not what was reported. At least I don't think the number wasn't as high as what has been reported, but the stipulation was, if I'm coming to take the title.
Right.
And it's like, that was the part of it. It's like,
it's not even that, it's that plus cost, right? It is both. And when you kind of give people that stipulation, they're going to feel a certain way, right? And especially if you're not coming back in, I'm just going to say, a timely fashion, to then turn around and defend said title, that's going to leave a sour taste in people's mouths, man. And this isn't WWE, this isn't AEW, this isn't TNA, this isn't New Japan Pro Wrestling. A lot of these people are living paycheck to paycheck. And it takes a lot for them to build up that cash flow, and we've talked about that before. To have somebody like a Mercedes Moné or another star with a name come in to work that promotion for a day, a week, a month, whatever. To then turn around and take their title and basically abscond with it, it's not good. It's not good for that promotion.
I understand so to speak, the argument. Oh, well, you're going to sell more tickets. For the initial show, yes, but when is she going to come back for the return?
So, where are these tickets, though? Because if you saw that botched entrance that they posted on YouTube and other social media platforms, it looked like a high school gym.
It is kind of, even though I do think that if she announced she was coming to this company, the building would sell out. I am 95% sure of that. The venue it has what is called the Wrestling Open every Thursday, and it's at the White Eagle Club in Worcester, downtown.
Okay.
And I think it's $10, but it's just like, and they have some of the best, I think, indie wrestlers in the area, at least. I mean, but they also get some decent names. They'll get a few, Willow Nightingale stopped in. They've gotten some AEW talent to appear randomly on Thursday nights, and it's also made Worcester kind of like an independent wrestling destination, which is fantastic. Like, it's almost made me want to move to downtown. So that way it's like, okay, hey, it's like, we just have to change nights, because I'd be like, I'm going to the show Thursday. I'll see it.
Right. And that's whatever. I mean, but,
because you'd probably be like, I'll be right there. I'll see you later.
Not for her, but maybe in general, yeah.
No, I'm just talking about like in general. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, in general.
Like, what are we doing tomorrow? I don't know. Let's just go.
All right. But yeah, so there's one more match, and Samoa Joe has defeated Hangman Adam Page to become the new AEW World Champion in a steel cage match. This got less time than Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné, It got less time than Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher, Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley, Ricochet. It's got less time than FTR winning. It's got.
Joe is pushing. He's in his mid-40s.
I'm not saying anything against that, but I just a little surprising. Especially as a steel cage match, not for nothing. I mean, they could work with that. And granted, Joe was bloody as hell after the match, but still.
I also hate steel cage matches that have up the ass interference like this.
Yeah, this definitely did.
That this also saw the turn of Hook, where he is now full heel as he turned against.
He is now a member of the Ops, which is Samoa Joe's stable. I don't really get.
And I don't mind Joe being world champion. Like I have.
I don't hate it either. I'm happy he's getting another title run before he retires.
Exactly. I'm ecstatic for that. Joe could be world champion for the rest of his career, and I'd be happy with it. But I feel bad for Hangman Page because it's just like another title run that kind of I felt like was. It had both title wins were exceptional. They told exceptional stories.
I agree with, though. Yeah, 100%.
And both title reigns were meh. They were mid. And I don't know if it's him or if it's the booking. And I feel like at this point,
it's both.
I don't even know if it's. I feel like
it's both.
This time around, I feel like he did enough. This time around, I feel like he did enough as a character. He did enough as a performer to make the title run that much better. The first time, okay. Maybe he wasn't ready for it. Maybe the moment got too big for him. But also, too,
No, it's because the first time it's because they brought in CM Punk.
That, too. And that took a lot of the shine off it. That's why they gave him the title run. And then, of course, that caused a lot of discourse because of things that were said in a promo and things of that nature. But I feel like that 3 years later, he was a top babyface that could carry a company. I feel like he did enough. And I feel like that the booking this time and the company also when he was world champion was probably at their peak. As far as popularity is concerned, as far as how they work creatively. Well,
again, they brought in CM Punk. That was the thing. Not so much.
But to be fair, CM Punk had nothing to do with the Elite Hangman story from 2020, from 2019 on. He had nothing to do with that.
That's fair. Yeah.
So he had nothing to do with the climax of that story. Did he have something to do with how things were booked after that? Probably, and that's not. I don't blame Punk's fault on that because it's like, well, you're the top star. So, and they decided to run at the same time. It's like Hangman just won the title, and MJF and CM Punk just took the main event spot. That's literally what happened, and I felt like that's kind of what happened here with Hangman because it was like, I just beat Moxley. But instead of the focus being on my title reign, the focus is on Moxley and Darby Allin.
Well, and they stuck him right into a feud with MJF too, which didn't really make a lot of sense.
That was dumb.
That didn't make a lot of sense.
Like I said, that should have been done about a year out. And also too, he was supposed to hand it like cash in, but he didn't. Like this whole convoluted storyline. So technically he still has the contract back, which I don't think he does. I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's the thing. We don't know, but still,
there's not a lot of things clear. We still don't know if, how many belts Okada actually has. So like, there's not a lot of things right now.
Is it one? Is it two? Is it three?
Exactly. There's just things that we're sitting there. We're just like, we don't know. We don't know anything at this point. So the problem is that where we're at with AEW, I'm expecting that MJF is probably going to take the title from Samoa Joe and give MJF his win back. It's going to happen at some point.
Probably. And I'm curious what this does for Hook, too, because to me it doesn't make a lot of sense to stick him with the Ops. I get it, you want to get him over, but, like, I don't think this is necessary to do that.
To think 3 years ago they would have done this, because they wouldn't have, because I felt like Hook was like their kind of like underrated, like rookie baby face. It was somehow, and it's just, of course, they boggled that. I mean, I did like Hookhausen. I don't blame them. I don't blame that on that. It's just like, well,
No, that's nobody's fault. It's not his fault. It's not Dan.
can you just
fault.
can you let Danhausen out of his contract? Let my people go. Come on, all right. Let's
let
get him out.
My people go.
It's like, come
go.
on. I want him at WrestleMania to be a host at this point, or do something with R-Truth. I mean, we've reached that point.
That'd be amazing.
Or him and Chelsea Green. Just
Truth-thousand. Truth-thousand.
Truth-thousand.
Truth-thousand. You heard it here first. Truth-thousand. But speaking of WWE, I guess they also have a show coming up this weekend.
Oh, they do?
Enough. I think they do. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. So it is Survivor Series War Games in San Diego. San Diegans.
Yes, which stands for Will's Vagina.
Stay classy, San Diego. Yeah, so that is the thing. I guess we're having Survivor Series War Games this weekend, and I clearly could not be more excited for this show.
Oh, this you know what?
I know you can't really see my face, but I'm sure you can hear my voice. I'm so excited for this show this weekend.
The thing about WWE booking is 60% of the time it works every time.
Can you let's play devil's advocate here, right? Let's go through the matches. So we're gonna start with the women's War Games match because that's probably what's gonna start the show. Just be real.
Christ. Oh, of course.
The team of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Lee against Lash legend Nia Jax, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, and Becky Lynch. Is this one of those 60%? Just asking for a friend. Me, but you know.
I mean, it'll be nice for Lash Legend to kind of get a little shine on her as she just recently debuted from NXT.
I agree.
With kind of the main roster. There's going to be some spots where she's going to be able to just be. I wouldn't be surprised if she's not the first or second one in. I expect the heels to get the advantage, and then her to come in and just clean house. Yep. I expect her and Nia Jax are literally just, but it's going to get her over. It's going to get her to the point where people are just going to realize after this, going to be like, holy shit, we're going to make it, like, already she's going to be made after this.
I think she comes in second, and
probably
I'm going to say that if I was a betting person, I would say that Kairi probably starts this match. I think Kairi, out of that entire team, probably has the most stamina out of all of them.
That's true, but also I could see it being Becky just because of the fact that she tries to be the workhorse.
I think she's third or fourth, to be honest.
Probably. But you might be right about Kairi Sane. Unless they decide to get a little fucky and they just say it's going to be Charlotte and Becky to start. Because I could see that happening.
I would probably scream.
I mean,
I don't want that. I don't even want them in this match outside of a face-off for 5 seconds.
They might do Becky and AJ though too as the face as the opener.
So let's just real quick. Let's talk about the elephant in the room then. At that point, right? You have Rhea who has a broken nose. We don't know if that's healed at this point. She might wear the thing again. She might wear the mask from last year. Nobody knows. You have Alexa, who has had concussion issues. You have AJ, who has not been in this kind of a match, number one.
Yes.
And apparently my Alexa has gone off because I said that. Because, of course.
We should just say Ms. Bliss at this point.
I don't even know what she's actually saying right now, which is funny. Like, she's still talking. I don't know what she wants. Anyways, you have AJ Lee, who's not been in this match before. Charlotte, who's not been in this match before. Charlotte had a leg issue last year.
I think Charlotte has been in a match like this before. I think she's been in the last couple of years. I wouldn't. No,
because she was hurt 2 years ago, wasn't she? I don't know.
Yeah, but there was one. I think her and Becky got on the same page.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I think that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been in the last couple of years.
Okay, but either way, AJ Lee has not been in this before.
This is AJ Lee's second match back too in 10 years.
Who retired early because of injury issues.
Exactly. And now she's coming into War Games. It's like, so maybe she doesn't start because maybe they're going to try to protect her.
I think Asuka needs to be last to protect her too.
I agree. But
she's not going to be last, let's be real, but
she's not. But
I also should be.
But also she's a hell of a lot in better shape than I think Agent Lee is, just because of the fact it's like,
oh yeah.
It's 100%. Like Asuka's hurt, but Asuka, you feel like might have. She seems to be okay now.
I think she's okay, but she's wearing that brace now where she wasn't a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's what happens.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like when you have knee injuries, the brace, because I know for a fact it's like, yeah, you might fix it, but it still hurts. And
well, it's also you don't want to turn it a certain way, right?
That's true.
Like
you gotta always
that corkscrew you're starting to see a lot more, especially from Stephanie Vaquer. If I was Asuka, I would be very nervous if Stephanie Vaquer was in that match with that corkscrew that she does, because that always looks bad. She's always done it very well, and the people that take it sell it very well, but it looks gnarly.
It does.
I think that is actually the next match. Oh no! Before we get to that,
oh boy,
the last PLE of John Cena, unless you're counting Saturday Night Main Event next month. He will defend his Intercontinental title. I think it is 2 weeks from Saturday, right?
2 weeks from Saturday, I believe.
Yep. He will defend his Intercontinental Champion that he won against Dominic Mysterio. This might be the second to last match. I just put it here for God knows what reason, because I guess the next match is a Women's World Championship match. But yeah, I fully expect Dominic to win his title back in this match.
I do too. There's also rumors that Liv Morgan's going to be making a return on the show.
I've heard that as well. Yep.
That rumor's been kind of tossed around out there, which it makes sense with the timeline and things that have been kind of leaked out there and what was brought up originally after the injury. So the timeline could make sense of that happening. Plus, you can have her return and then not have her be ring ready for another 2 or 3 weeks. So
if it's just a run in to Master Cena,
exactly.
Then
it's just much. That's almost like a rehab assignment. So this and
at least she'll run in instead of walk in for 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Not like fucking some jerk off rapper.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is fully expect, which everybody was just like, oh, he's burying. He's getting buried by losing.
I still couldn't believe when I read that. It's business.
It's business. It's their way also, because everybody is just like, hey, thanks for all the years of good service. Like, to him, this was his gold watch. It's like, come on. Did they have to give him the Intercontinental title? No. Did they feel like they had to? I guess. He's the only guy I know that's getting like consolation prizes out the fucking door.
No, it's not even a consolation prize, Dan. It's you weren't a Triple Crown champion? Now you are. Or a Grand Slam
Grand
champion.
Slam. Yeah, Grand Slam.
But now you're a Grand Slam champion, John. There you go.
Yeah, it's just, we're going to make sure that he checked every single resume box at the end of the door, because remember, guys, he's our GOAT. He was our GOAT during the time the business.
Not my GOAT.
Our GOAT during the time the business was at its worst. He was our GOAT during the Chris Benoit scandal. He was our GOAT during this. He was our GOAT during that. I mean, we got to get right behind him. Even though Roman Reigns came in and pretty much with the tribal chief deal in 3 years did better business than anything John Cena had done in 15. But how Cody Rhodes, his babyface run when he came back in 3 years, has done better business than anything that John Cena did previously. But John Cena's the GOAT. John Cena is the GOAT. So we have to give him the Intercontinental Championship. We have to give him this farewell tour. It's like I'm surprised Buildings didn't rip chairs out and just handed it to the guy. Every single building that he was in at Madison Square Garden a few weeks ago, they didn't put a banner up where they usually put one where the Knicks have one, but the Knicks haven't won a championship in 50 years, so they just need to fill fucking space. We'll put a John Cena up one. Go ahead. We'll commemorate his 2008 Royal Rumble win.
It's
holy shit. He is.
Tell us how you really feel.
But it's,
Tell us how you really feel.
I had to skip therapy this week because of the holidays. So actually, it's like my form of it coming out now.
Oh,
that way my therapist didn't have to hear about John Cena this week and be like, oh, we're on this topic again. Okay. So I guess it's a core issue here. Look, it's the fact is that coming into this is his last PLE. And in 2 weeks, I'm never going to have to deal with him again, most likely.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm already looking for Alleluia sound bites. Don't worry. Because
oh god,
I'm so ready for it. I'm so personally ready.
That last episode back, it's literally just going to be able to be like, it's going to be
Alleluia.
Just put the gif of us as fucking Nicolas Cage from Nicolas Cage,
or the Pedro Pascal one that Billy sent earlier.
It's just Nicolas Cage from goddamn Face Off. He's just doing the whole head roll thing.
Ain't it cool?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, John Cena's retirement is cool.
It's instead now we have to deal with this guy. This is the last time for a PLE that I have to deal with John Cena. It's like the last time is now. It's now.
It's like every time I hear it, I'm just like, thank Christ. Thank Christ.
What's going on?
Can we pause it?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
So yeah, now we have John Cena hopefully doing the right thing on his way out the door and giving Dominic Mysterio his due.
Well, like you said, Liv Morgan's probably going to get involved if she's available, if she's good to go. And if not, I fully expect Finn Balor, JD McDonough, maybe Roxanne Perez, maybe Big Mommy Cool, even though I hate calling her that, Raquel Rodriguez. They all might get involved. And not for nothing, if all of the Judgment Day gets involved, I'm not going to complain. It's John Cena, it's his last PLE. Having something compelling that screws him out of the title is how they should probably go about this.
Right? I agree.
So... And they all get the Cena rub.
That'd be nice too.
Well, that would have been nice, but unfortunately, here we are. They could definitely have him carry it to Saturday Night Main Event though too, because you still have that tournament that's ongoing.
That's true.
Real quick about the tournament, apparently Penta is legitimately hurt. It seems like he had a dislocated shoulder. Apparently, from what I've read, that was the case. He wanted to pop it back in. Medical said no. They called the match. My understanding was, from what I've read, is that Solo Sikoa was always going to win anyways. So
no change.
Solo against Gunther. So, I mean, if that was the plan, then full steam ahead, I guess. And hopefully dislocated shoulder that Penta can come back from is all it is, because apparently it's going to be the Lucha Bros in a AAA match against Dom and my boy, El Grande Americano. So
El Grande.
Oh, and speaking of El Grande, apparently Chad Gable is at the Performance Center, or is impending to be at the Performance Center on a likely return soon. So wishing him the best as well as Penta, because I think Penta is a phenomenal performer. I think Chad Gable is as well.
I agree. 100% on all that.
The next match, though, might as well just jump right to that, is for the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vicaire set to defend against Nikki Bella. Hopefully she does not try to kick John Cena this time.
It's like,
I
how
don't
did you
understand
go?
how they get this match. I just don't. Did you read the article, by the way, this week, Dan, that apparently
Yes.
she's purposely posting thirst traps to get attention?
Apparently, because
I
she's
just-
on the prowl.
I was going to say the prowl as well.
Also,
Yeah.
too, she was talking about getting more enhancement work done.
Enhance.
Look at
Hey man, if we can squeeze in a Super Trooper reference, why not? You know,
Why not?
Just why not? But yeah, I apparently it was because of Piper Niven, and I guess she busted an implant was the story. I don't know how true that is because previously she was saying she was all natural. Now she's saying she wants to get more done. So I don't know what to believe.
You know what, Nikki? Whatever you've been doing, I appreciate. So it's fine.
Outside of the ring. Outside of the ring.
Outside of the ring.
Not so much inside the ring.
Not so much as an in-ring performer, but you know what? You as a personality and as a I've come around. Damn. Took a while, but it's just we're cool now.
It's funny because I do think she's gotten a little bit better in the ring, but then she has that match. But hold on, hear me out. Then she has that match against Becky Lynch, and that just went right out the window.
It's like, this is trash. Like,
this is trash.
Like, what is this?
It's
what
not
am I
good.
watching?
It's not good.
It's not good. This is, well, there's good. There's not good. This is not good. Like, this is. I hope to God that they keep the belt on Stephanie, and don't think to themselves, well, hey, because they would do something like that where it's like Nikki, just to give kind of like to just for some stupid reason. I don't think they will, but I don't know because I look at them sometimes. I mean, I didn't expect them to use a midget on Monday. Like,
that was phenomenal. That was phenomenal.
It was, but I'll say this, and I hate that I'm having to say this, but I kind of agreed with Meltzer when he said that I felt like it almost was like Vince was booking again. Because that's kind of the way I looked at it too. I'm like, he's
an indie talent.
I understand
Let him get notoriety.
I understand that.
I understand the context, and I'm not going to disagree with Meltzer right now. But I just
at this moment I'm going to agree.
Yeah, at this moment I get it, but like let the guy work.
I agree.
Was it the best segment? No. But it was funny and it did exactly what it needed to do. And was it a little gratuitous at one point? Yeah, by the end it's like Dom didn't need to hit 5 more moves on the kid, but whatever. If this is how they want to go and they want to do, I hate to say smash TV or bullshit TV, as we've talked about with Scott Hudson talking about Jim Cornette. I get it, but like I think they're like we've talked about this before, diminishing returns, right?
Yes.
Hitting a move or two on him, I'm fine with that. When you're hitting like 5 of your signature moves, it's not necessary.
That was actually the same thing that got, if you remember, William Morrissey, Big Bill. Yep. That was the same thing that got him in trouble with Vince, and which led to his release in 2018. Was when he was in that feud with Bryan Danielson / Daniel Bryan / Daniel McDanielson. The fact is that he was supposed to just do one big boot and that was it, but he kept going. And that was at a time where he asked for permission to go and just do the one move. They were just like, just do the one big boot and then that's it. Segment's over. Or he's supposed to powder or whatever. And he was told went to producers and said he pleaded his case to Vince. Same thing across the board. What'd he do? He hit the move, and he did the after, and then he did the beat up afterwards. Got a massive heat, which also led to his release, which ultimately was one of the factors of when he got released. And so,
I don't think that's what this was, though. But who knows what conversations are taking place, right? Like Big Bill is a much different scenario.
I don't think it was like that at all. I think
No,
it was. I think that this was meant to be done. I'm not suggesting that Dominic Mysterio won against the board. I'm just saying that it was surprising that he just did like 5 or 6 of his signatures, considering that it happened a couple of years ago, which led to someone getting released from their contract.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I did think it was funny, but at some point, like I said, diminishing returns. But speaking of diminishing returns, we might as well talk about what will probably be the main event, which will be the men's War Games match. And I just, there's a lot we could say, especially after Monday Night Raw this week. But it will be, I almost want to call them Temu Bloodline at this point. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes against Drew McIntyre, J&J Security, The Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and of course, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that was...
he got memed so hard this week.
He deserved it. Like it was. I wouldn't say it was. It's just you lose your balance sometimes. I guess it happens.
Shit happens.
It happened to Goldberg. It's happened to Taker at times. Like he couldn't get his coat off one time. Like it's
the oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, and it's just like keeps.
Well, that was what Kane said. Kane was in the with him. Oh shit.
It happens to the best. The best have had
Absolutely.
their moments. So I'm sure that he just has to. It's memorable. It's very memorable, but at the same time, he doesn't give a shit. He's just like, oh, have your fun. I'm gonna destroy all your heroes on Saturday. Right. This is, as far as star power is concerned, you are looking at probably on one side 3 all-time greats and one of the best tag teams of the modern era on one side, and then on the other you have 2 up-and-comers, one of the biggest social media personalities in the last decade at least. You have a former world champion that has always been one of the top tier performers as a babyface or a heel for the company. And you also have, any time that he is in a cage, has been able to be one of the biggest box office attractions, not only in WWE, but also in the world of UFC on the other side. And this is, as far as star power is concerned, as far as bang for your buck, as far as what ESPN paid for, this is it. It is in an outdoor venue. It is a stadium show. It is talent that is, in my opinion, you have Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk on any roster, on any card. They are the top tier as top tier can be. And then on the other side, you have guys that are up and comers. And then you have Drew McIntyre, who is one of the top world champions ever in the last 5 or 10 years for the company. And then you have Brock Lesnar. So as far as star power is concerned, this thing is galore with it. Over the top. Your cup is overflowing. But what stakes are involved in this? Like, that's the problem with these War Games matches. It's like they go into these, like last year, at least there was some stake because it's like OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. Even though they didn't really finish that whole feud until the Netflix debut.
So, hold on real quick. So, here's the other thing, right? that we should probably talk about because we didn't really touch on this. On Friday Night SmackDown this week, we have a actual Survivor Series elimination match with, again, maybe the legit Team of Bloodline or the MFT, whatever you're calling them, against Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, I forget who the other person is, and the Motor City Machine Guns. I know there's a fifth. I forget exactly who it is off the top of my head right now, but even that doesn't feel like it has any stakes to it. I would make the argument that the women's War Games match really doesn't have many stakes to it. It's just a bunch of people that they're throwing feuds together, and it's like, but why? You muted. At least I think you did. Yep, you did.
I did. You're right. I did. It's tough because these are supposed to be significant feud enders. These are supposed to,
Right. Yeah.
you know, when WCW would go up against the NWO, there were significant stakes involved because you're talking about a company that's trying to hostily take over the other one. Or there's title implications involved. And I guess you could make the argument, well, in 87 and 88 with the Horsemen and the Superpowers, that exactly, right. that wasn't, you know, that didn't end anything. They still kept feuding. Exactly. They were meant to sell tickets because that's what the business was back then. It was meant to sell tickets. Now, everything has to have some type of meaning to it because you're building your PLEs around it. You're still trying to sell tickets. Even though this building was going to be sold anyways, it's because of the fact of even before you had anybody announced on the card, the building was going to be sold because of the implication of War Games. So it doesn't matter what you had thrown into this because the tickets were already sold. And again, because of the metric and how it's done now, where ESPN is just looking at it and they're just filling a void, they can get away with it. To the hardcore wrestling fan, myself and Mac included, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
It's truly annoying because consistently we try to come to you every single week and say, make it make sense. That's all I want. And we talked about it earlier with Full Gear. Make it make sense. But I'm looking at it from this show, and I'm looking at it from the War Games perspective because, again, War Games is the main event. It's one of the biggest reasons why people are there. Yes, you have fantastic names involved, but what is it leading to? How is it getting you to the next show? How is this going to build for WrestleMania? Is it going to be Roman and CM Punk? Is there going to be a breakdown there? Is this going to start to build where things are kind of, because we look at the last, because we're talking about a PLE here. We're talking about Survivor Series, where 2 years ago we got the biggest surprise of all, the surprise of CM Punk coming back to WWE, which no one in their right mind would have told you would have been remotely possible. But it happened. Now, 2 years later, because of circumstances, CM Punk is the World Heavyweight Champion going into Survivor Series being at a baseball stadium. Which I'm sure there's a massive amount of people that are saying, how is that even possible that they're even able to do a show in a baseball stadium in November? Well, that's why you're doing it in San Diego. You're not going to do it in Boston. You're not going to do it in New York, but you can do it in San Diego and get away with it.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego. I mean, so yeah, this is going to be a spectacle. It's going to be something that a lot of people are going to remember. It's going to be one of the most talked about as far as star power is concerned. It is going to be one of the most fondly remembered shows or matches for that matter, events. But what does it all mean? Like, where are we going with this? I mean, yeah, it's going to be great to see Brock Lesnar in War Games. It's going to be great to see CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes on the same side again. I mean, I'm not going to be excited to see either Uso, but what can you do?
Yeah, justice for LA Knight. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, the poor guy. Jesus.
I don't know where this goes, and it's rather ironic because I think I mentioned it the other day. I think the heels are winning this match. I don't think it makes sense for the faces to win, except maybe for Roman to a point, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel it'd be weird for Brock to lose this match, and
he doesn't need to be involved in the finish.
I know that was the next comment I was actually going to make. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I'm not 100% sure that, you know, I just don't know. Like, it's a weird situation. I almost feel the same about the women's match. I almost feel that the Heels should probably win that match too. Probably won't happen, but
it should be heel heavy. I don't think they'll win tomorrow. I don't think the Heels will win only because you're at a stadium. You kind of, even though you kind of left everybody kind of at least night one.
Plus, it's AJ Lee's in the match too, not for nothing.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. And I don't know if you're going to, unless it's going to move to something.
Right.
With Roman and Punk or somebody else.
Yep.
I don't see, because, I don't know. Like, again, you want to see the big headliners. You want to see all the big baby faces team up together. It's like when we were kids. It's like when the Macho Man and Hogan got together, it was like I was one of the ones in 90 that was 90, 91 of like wanted the Undertaker and Hulk Hogan to be teaming up together. I wanted it to happen only because of the fact when you're 7 or 8 years old, you're just like, you want your favorite wrestlers to team together, even though logically it doesn't make sense.
Right.
This is how this match is being booked, because you're looking at it from the babyface perspective. It's just like, yeah, let's put the 3 top baby faces on one team. Okay, but you know, they have conflict. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You know what it is for me too is you got 2 of your world champions on the same team, and you're not defending either of the titles. The only title up for grabs here is a women's world championship, which
that's it.
I don't hate, but how often are we going to start defending these titles? Like, you remember there used to be the whole 30-day rule? Where's that gone at this point? Right? I just doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, and it just
Brock Lesnar should be getting an apology from everybody in the company. Like, he should be Roman Reigns should be going up to him.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far. Just all things considered.
He should, considering the fact of that everybody was giving him shit when he was the first one to be doing that, where he was the one that was like, well, I'm not going to be at every pay-per-view.
I understand what you're saying.
Everybody was on his ass about it. Yet when Roman Reigns did it, where Roman Reigns took longer breaks than Brock ever did, there were a lot of B pay-per-views I saw Brock work compared to what Roman was doing. You know, because there were times
what you're saying, like, Dan, but again,
we saw Roman at SummerSlam, and you didn't see him again until the Royal Rumble.
Again, allegations are what they are, so I don't think we should probably say that people should say.
No, I'm not
things.
I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but still,
way before.
I understand, but still.
I understand. Yes, I know. I'm trying to minus.
You're walking a line.
I know I'm walking the line, but I'm trying to like not even. You know what I meant.
I do. Yep.
Wrestling perspective, not the other stuff.
There's people that can't separate them, unfortunately.
Gotcha. But I'm talking about the wrestling perspective.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just
I know.
When you're saying they should issue an apology to Brock Lesnar, it's like
I know,
stop short of that.
I from the perspective, the apology would be from one perspective, not complete from others.
Right. I get you.
That was I understand, but I feel like I need to over-explain now because people are like, why should he apologize? I'm just saying from one wrestling aspect, not because of that aspect that you might be alluring to people.
Right.
Not you, Mac, perspective.
I got you. Yeah.
Yes.
I knew what you meant. I'm just,
I know.
clarifying for the folks at home.
So yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a show.
We'll probably be watching the show together, so that should be a good time.
Absolutely. Always a fun time. But do you have anything you want to close with?
Other than for people that have a great Thanksgiving, unless you're a Cowboys fan, yeah. Like, have a great Thanksgiving.
I mean, many happy returns, happy football, happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody
happy
has
War Games.
Happy War Games as well. Yep, absolutely.
So I do want everybody to enjoy the holiday wherever you are. In the United States, this is what we celebrate. But if you're wherever you are, to at least enjoy if you have a break or weekend coming up, and be able to enjoy it, because I want to be able to include everyone, not just here in the States. Yeah. We're getting ready to prepared to enjoy our Thanksgiving holiday week. People look at the history of it one way.
Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving. I'm making stuffing for Thanksgiving. Here's some celery.
We're getting attacked by celery, apparently.
I'm getting attacked by celery.
Sorry.
And a cat. Daria has snuck into the studio. She is in the studio now being like, oh. So I guess that is the cue to wrap up. The celery came in and pretty much. Yeah, she's cooking. She's cooking, folks. Yes. So on behalf of myself and the rest of Pro Wrestling World and the family here, I would like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving here that are listeners here in the United States. Worldwide, I hope everybody is doing well. Mac, if he's like,
I'm good. I said happy Thanksgiving, happy football. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy if you're celebrating Thanksgiving. If not, we can all look forward to War Games this weekend. And since we've lost Dan, I may or may not just close the show. I'm going to give him 2 seconds. And that's it. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving holiday, a great week if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving. And like I said, we look forward to War Games this weekend.